of things. Do you know every word, the meaning of every word on the note, or do you just kind of have a general idea of what the song is about?
I don't think I know one word.
Okay, so I did the same thing, which is, I mean, I know what every word in this is, but I just did this, and I'll give you this. All you have to do is Google the word by word. And then what I would want you to do is go in and write above each word. So caro is dear, mio is mine, ben is like a dearest. So, it's kind of my dear beloved. So,
Mine says different.
right, because these are never right, because they're an English translation that you could sing, right? Because they want you to go, thou art my, whatever, thou art my bliss. That's not what that means. It means, my dearest love, dear love of mine. But it doesn't fit if you're trying to do it word by word. Because they just don't match. But you have to know. Yeah. You have to kind of know what you're singing.
Okay.
So we're doing this in the medium low key C major. All righty.
All right.
He's doing this, it's too low. Because it's messing with his head.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
trying to figure out how to
Yeah,
get up
I
and
know
it
it's
was
better for your video, but I don't know what I'm doing. So let's, before you start, make sure that your shoulders are back
Yeah,
a
that's
little
what
bit.
I'm trying to
The posture, like you really have to have this kind of expectant, like something's about to happen here, I'm going in a direction, right? And so there's an excitement and an energy. The feet are planted, you're definitely solid, but you're not stuck and you're not hunched. Do you like a marionette?
Yeah.
So this is kind of lifted, and when you do this, then you never get the chin, which you see some singers doing this or some singers doing this. It really needs to be straight. And the way to do that is to have this up. Your posture is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on that.
Yeah, but keep this, and you can even think of a string here too for you, because you kind of have some muscles here. You don't want to collapse around your muscles. Keep the string here too. So you're not like this, but this isn't collapsed down. Do you see what I'm saying? So put your hand here. Put your hand here. Now, it doesn't need to be spread back, but it needs to be lifted up off your ribs a little. Yes, like that, with that, and your shoulders stayed down, which is good. And you also have these really good shoulders. You did, a lot of young singers breathe in and they go up like this, but you had nice and relaxed shoulders too. Okay, so sorry, we can
No,
start
you're
now.
good. I'll read it.
Just get all prepped for it, right? The body's all prepped. like you're totally out at the end. Part of it is kind of the same thing that I was talking about to you, which is a lot of young singers have this issue of getting a good breath, but then not metering it out to make sure if you're given too much at the beginning, it's the same amount of air, right? So if you have this air and you give it all out in the first 3 notes, then you're not gonna have it for the end of the phrase. So that's what it's more almost like a holding back, a more of like a self-composed. This song is very like stentorian, it's like strong and it's sad, but it's internal, right? I loved what you did that when you went up and you did the pianissimo, you know, on the, over here. No, the ya da 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 da, right? And then here,
oh, that one.
Yeah, that was really, really nice. So you did some really good things with the dynamics, and you could go even more with the dynamics. This is going to help you. Look what happens at the end of some of the phrases. You go in and out. So all of the different dynamic markings are going to help you meter your air if you pay attention to them.
Yeah, I was trying to look it up. I was like,
You did something that he did, which was you went 2-0, like he did mio. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. The emphasis is on tu, not o. So, caro mio ben, senza languisce il cor. Caro, il tuo. So it's il tuo fedele. You went il tuo fedele, il tuo fedele.
like tuo?
Yeah, like tuo.
Okay.
So like mio. Tuo means your, mio means mine. So it's you know, kind of a possessive. So those are all those little 3-word like io. Io means I. Tuo, mio. It's all the emphasis is on the first part and not the second. So that's important there. You could write that in as T-O, you know, T-O-O, and then O, if you don't know phonetics, so you get tuo, tuo. So that would be there. This is not the key you sing it in.
Yeah.
So this is a higher key than what you're doing. But what you sing it in is the perfect key for you because you really are a baritone. And I mean, I think he could be, what do you think, like a Barry? Because the top was so, you're pretty young. How old are you?
19.
Yeah, so I mean, your voice, I think you could, you know, maybe sing some of the, do you want to sing more musical theater or do you want to sing more classically?
I probably listen to more classical music.
I mean, I would call you a lyric baritone, is that, yeah, right now, and I mean, he could sing some of the Mozart stuff, you know, the younger.
Like the Count? No,
Well,
he's too old.
Well, not the Count, but like, eventually he could sing maybe, depending on where the voice ends up, Leporello or Don Giovanni, you know what I mean, like.
So he's kind of in some ways like a younger, like Thomas Hampson style.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
Tom Hampson. So you would probably love to sing some German music, like a lot of the Schubert lieder. Tom Hampson did a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, you should listen to Thomas Hampson. He's a phenomenal
Send me it.
person.
Yeah, it's a
in
very
general.
different sound. Your voice has a lot of warm color to it. It's a rich sound. And, you know, I think this is a great piece for you. There's also another one that would get you moving more. I don't know if you've already sung it, but it's called Vittoria.
No, he hasn't sung any. This is his first classical piece.
Okay, so in the same book, there's the Vittoria. Do you know that one? Vittoria, 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 Vittoria.
I haven't sung it.
It's a
but I
little
can find it.
faster, but it's kind of the same range, and it's a victory song. So this is like an internal longing song, and that's a little more out there. So it's good to kind of balance, you know, having some. Let's go back to the beginning. You started this really beautiful. Your Italian was like, I would say 88% there. There were, no, seriously, there were a few diphthongs. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, no American, unless they speak Italian, is 100%.
Well, I listen to a lot of like non-English music, so.
Well, who do you listen to singing Italian? Because I would suggest listening to Italians. Like even like
What a thought.
Yeah, like Tito Gobi, or even though it's not your thing, but Pavarotti, you know, any of the real Italian singers singing. You could even listen to like Cecilia Bartoli or, you know, any.
I think I sent him Cecilia for this one, which is probably why he knows it.
Yeah, the Italian was really good for the most part, except for a few things. So let's go back to the beginning, and what I want you to do is kind of plant yourself a little bit. You know, when you breathe in, almost think of breathing it like through a straw, okay? So that you're not just gasping kind of a wider, higher breath. I want it to just go slightly deeper. Can I touch your ribs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands up.
No, I have to ask. You know, you do, because
Yes,
people
yes.
freak out sometimes if you go, and they're like, what? So, okay, just. Okay, do that again.
I had too much water.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh.
No, it's okay. Just, why don't you bend over for a minute? Just do that.
Like a rag doll.
Hey, I'm flexible.
Yeah, and then just kind of roll up, let your head drop too. Now just roll up slow.
Oh.
Okay, now blow out all your air. Just blow it out like, now breathe in. Yeah, that was a little bit more width
A little.
there. Yeah.
You used to go. It's so loud.
Well, no, you're not gonna breathe that loud when you're singing. This is just to show you the exercise. But you can breathe, you can get some weight here with your, this part needs to be a little bit more tucked. You're kind of arching your back a little bit. So, like, pretend like you're sitting down. Yeah, okay, that's really good. Now just lift your knees a little. Shoulders back a tiny. Yeah. Head. Now take a breath. Yeah, and you're getting some here too. I can tell that everybody's body is a little bit different. So where things kind of fill up can be a little bit different. But you are getting some here and you're getting some here. How do you feel in your lower abs when you're singing?
In my
When you're
lower
breathing?
abs?
Yeah.
I feel like they like kind of expand.
Right, so, you know, the diaphragm is involuntary, so it doesn't move at all, but the muscles around it do it, and when you breathe into your lungs, the diaphragm kind of drops. And then as you sing, it kind of lifts. And it's lifted by the muscles underneath it, while not collapsing the ribs, guys. It's a lot, right? But eventually you do it, and it just happens naturally, and some people, you know, it just clicks. And you pretty much are doing this, but to help meter the breath, just don't let this down. Try to think of it staying a little expanded, so that you're just expanded in your body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I need to I've been trying to work on it a lot.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
this
bigger
is just a wide, strong back. Oh, one more thing. When you started, your feet weren't balanced. You had more weight on your front foot than your back foot. I think it's really good to start with putting them like parallel side by side, so that when you need to do the sitting, it's easier. You can really feel your heels almost going back into your heels. So can you start it from the?
From the beginning?
Yeah. Do you mind playing just the melody? Like, I want to get just this first one with just him singing "Caro mio ben," just to there, and you don't need to play the accompaniment. So that's.
Oh.
I want you to. So this is. You need to just hear that pitch in your head. You know where it is. Open your mouth and let it come out. That was really good. And you started right in the center of the tone. You didn't scoop. It was just right there.
That's huge, because you used to scoop so much. I'm
very-
so proud of you.
So I've told you this a million times. Pavarotti used it when we would do his master classes. He would always say that he would, when he was learning something especially, that you would hear the note like a split second before you sing it. And so you kind of hear it in your head, and then you just kind of let it go there, right? You breathe in and it just kind of drops in there, so that you're not just like, oh, where am I, right? It's like there, and you did that. That was and that's why it started right in the center, and it got the nice sparkle to it, so you didn't press it there. It just sat there and resonated. So do that again one more time. Now let's just do "Caro mio ben, credi mio men" and stop. Okay, no, not this. Just I really want you to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, and everything's alive. Really be buoyant. Okay.
Caro mio ben.
nice and forward. You're not getting any of that canurdle that I talked about at the very beginning. You know, with a lot of people who try to sing classical music and over darken their voice, the real color of your voice is coming through because you're not manipulating your tongue at all. That was good. How did it feel?
Yeah, it feels good.
Okay, keep going. Just sensibilité. So what I really want you to think here is, if you need to shorten this note here, just so you can make it through. So caro mio ben, credi mio men, sensibilité. You can turn that into a dotted quarter if you need to, so that this part can go without you feeling like you're out of breath. Where do you want to breathe in here?
I think I can do it. I think I just need to like focus, more on not spelling at the start.
So you could do caro mio ben, credi mio men, sensibilité, and then breathe.
Yeah.
Try doing that. And then shorten this to a dotted quarter instead of a half note. Nobody's gonna know, right? And then you're gonna get a little more time to get a breath. And then on this bottom, this languisce corps, I really want it to be a little bit more like here, like a snarl, okay? He, like you're biting into an apple, so that it doesn't like fall back. So that it stays a little bit more like a laser beam down there and more forward. For me and for a lot of singers, it helps to think. And for men, it's the snarl. They call it the snarl in a baritone voice, where it gets this, right there. So let's just do that first line. Yes, no, let's just start from caro mio ben, credi mio men, sensibilité, languisce il cor, and then stop, and we'll go back to the accompaniment.
Caro mio ben, credi mio men, senza di te.
Yeah, hang on.
Do you want me to take a breath after that?
Yeah, I do just now. If you think you can do it without the breath, but if you are going to need to have a breath, that's a good place to do it. And I want you to take the breath right now, showing you how to shorten it. Okay?
Senza di te languisce il cor. Languisce il cor.
Make some lips. Do a little bit of pouted lip there.
Cor.
Play the right note. Yeah, do it again. That pouted lip helped you. It helped it a little bit.
3, 5, 1.
What the heck is happening?
Who's phone is connected? Not mine.
Not mine.
Not mine.
That was me, actually. Sorry. I did not realize that.
How is your phone connected to the...
Like that down there, when you
I'll
get
try
that
to
kind
do
of
it.
pouty thing, it helps to keep the instead of getting this kind of dark amorphous kind of wide open, it kind of keeps it into this laser beam type of snarled place. Do you hear that? With the pout. So core. Do you see this? You know what I'm talking about? So just do from sensibilité, languisce il cor. Okay, that's just phlegm, everybody has it.
Senza di te languisce il cor.
Yes, now you did it a little bit, overdid it,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm going for. You could even put your hand here and pretend like you're gonna bite into the apple. So do from senza di te languisce il cor one more time.
Senza di te languisce il cor.
Yeah, you're getting it. That stays more focused. It doesn't drop back. What I mean by drop back is he has a nice, warm, kind of bigger sound, and then when it got to the bottom, it didn't have as much presence or core. But when he focused it like this, it kept that same luster, the luster of the notes, right? So that they were buzzing in the same spot. Like, I don't know if you told them about the pearls, the strand of pearls, but when you're singing, you have to think that everything that you're singing is a pearl on a necklace, and they all need to have the same luster. You don't want a flattened out, dulled pearl when everything else is gleaming, right, and has luster to it. So a way of keeping this lower part of the voice, you know, to have that luster is to make sure that you're not letting it fall back into the back of the throat, because that puts like a, not tonally flat quality, but flat color to it, so that it just doesn't ring in the same way that that one did. Okay, let's get back.
We're at 20 minutes, just so you know.
All right, I know, I'm going too long, guys. Sorry, I'm probably gonna do this with everybody. Let's just have him do it from the beginning.
Yep.
Pay attention to the dynamics, which you did before. You could even do more because you've got a lot of good dynamic variability. And let's go. Keep all of these in that same spot. Every time you go down to this part of the voice, just think about that. So that's what you're gonna think about this time. Now your posture is already better than it was at the beginning. Don't ever lock your knees.
He also doesn't need it because he's memorized it.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put it here and just turn his head.
He just sang it yesterday for me.
Shoulders.
Caro mio ben, credimi al men, senza di te languisce il cor. Caro mio ben, senza di te.
Okay, hang on, Scott. You did this every time. You're singing the wrong note on the bottom. It's senza di te.
Yeah.
So do you know what you're singing?
He's
You're
singing
going
in F.
Yeah.
But
So
it
it's
should be a G.
so it's senza di te.
Senza di te.
Yes, that's correct. So just keep going from there.
Il tuo fratello.
Il tuo.
Il tuo fedel.
Okay.
Il tuo. Just sing that.
Tuo.
Go. Il tuo.
Il tuo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Il tuo fedel sospiragno.
Sit down on this.
Cesa crudel tanto rico. Cesa crudel tanto rico. Tanto rico. Caro mio
Nice.
ben,
You came in too soon. You made it too hard on yourself. No, that was awesome. But you came in without, like, you kept going, and you had, the music gave you a beautiful spot to breathe, and you
I
didn't
know,
take it. You didn't
I
take
rushed
it.
it.
You made it like way harder than it needed to be. I love that. I love what you're doing there. You're really being super musical. There is a retard, you know, so that you can take that and stretch it out even more of that. I know it's hard when you're using a canned accompaniment because you don't have somebody that you're working with who knows how long to give you there. But that tanto rigo, then propel forward after that. But this, you could really take more of a retard on.
A question, one of the things that we were working on that tanto, sometimes he wasn't able to have that breath all the way through, so what he was doing, and I was kind of like, let's see, was tanto rigor,
He He could do that. That's not breathing. The main thing is you never want to breathe into the middle of a word.
Right.
People do that all the time. Tanto is a word and rigor is a word, and what it really means is, tanto is a lot of or so much, and rigor is rigor, without like a struggle. Like, it's not the same as what we think of as rigorous. It's more of a attention, right? So without that. So,
do you want me to back up to tanto?
yeah, let's just go from here.
Hold on. Okay, so that would be your tanto.
And I want you to draw and really let that paw, think of age up. So that vowel modification to taw, that was perfect in your voice.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah. So that, I want you to write AW there and think taw, like shock and aw. It gives it more of a core to the sound and a lot more sparkle. That was great. Really great. Yeah. I love how you thread that through. That's really nice and slim. He does that really slim, but keeping the vibrato up to that. Do you mind just singing that one more time?
No.
From just and we'll stop. He can do it with just you playing it actually. Yeah, just tontorigo.
I have a different sheet music than he does. Hold on. Aha, okay. Do you want tontorigo?
Yeah, okay, good. You get into it from there. Okay, that was back to Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep working on that. That's really good. I love what you're doing there. Keep doing that and keep it in that slim place and really go to that AW sound on there. You didn't do it as much this time. Ta. Can you just give him just that note? Ta. Just that note. Yeah. Can you guys
Okay, I
hear the
can hear it.
difference?
Yeah, I can feel it too.
And it's looser. It's looser. It's more free. That way, it's more free in your voice. One more time. Then you scoop from underneath.
Yeah.
Think about the note before you sing it, and then go. Yeah, so don't even think about the N. You're going to the N in your mind. You're thinking tanto, and that's closing the back of your throat. So just think ta. Do that.
Oh yeah, that helps so much. That's not
Okay.
good.
Yeah, one more time. One more time. Yeah, like that. That's way better. Yeah, good job. That helps you get the loft. That helps you get that beautiful chord to that tone. Beautiful singing.